It is not necessary for you to be concerned about missing out on what I am doing in the planet, as the Father has instructed you today. During the time that the change occurs and the release of my spirit is made available, I will make certain that you are in the center of my magnificence. You have to understand that whenever I release a breath onto the planet, you are the conduit through which I do so. Through the inhalation of your petitions and the exhalation of your statements, the world is transformed. Make sure you don't dwell on the events and conditions in your life that are in direct opposition to my promise, since those things are subject to change, and I have the ability to bring about the change. You are being summoned to get nearer to me today. Refrain from allowing yourself to be sidetracked by the fabricated suggestions that the adversary is trying to make you gaze away from my face. Please accept my invitation, and let the spirit of encouragement to lift your countenance and bring back your pleasure into your life. Refresh yourself in the fountains of my effervescent favor, for the gushing springs of laughter and exhilaration are breaking the surface of your existence and sweeping away all despondency. Refresh yourself in the fountains of my favor. Have a conversation with my living potential and put an end to the conversation about failure and unhappiness, for that is not what you will inherit in my kingdom. Get ready to be stirred. Persuade yourself. Considering that I am replenishing the wellsprings of happiness in your life and delivering the substance of everything that I have promised you today, you are able to afford it. In this day and age, the Father declares, my heart is enlarged toward you, namely, that I, in my infinite nature, do not have any regrets about spending heaven's best to reach down via the work of Calvary in order to take you out of many waters and place your feet on the rock that I am, firm, rooted, and unyielding in trust. You, a little mortal speck against the canvas of creation, the clay formed from the dust of stars, the flicker of consciousness amid the vast cosmos, have moved me. I am moved by your presence. This should not be misunderstood. It is not in some cosmic scorecard, in acts of righteousness, or in shows of piety that you will discover your worth. On the contrary, my love for you is raging with ferocity, and it is not because of the things you have done but simply because you are. I have built you with purpose, and I have infused you with a breath of my own spirit. You are my creation. I sense echoes of my excitement in the laughing that you are making. The sweetness of my own sympathy is a flavor that I get from your tears. I see the fire of your spirit being refined in the crucible of life as it is being tested by your difficult circumstances. The love that I speak of is not one that is limited to great declarations or cliches that are mumbled. My love for you, on the other hand, is the molten magma that lies at the center of creation. It is the force that can spin galaxies and nourish even the smallest seed. It is the tune that reverberates in the dawn and lingers in the glimmer of the stars, the song that is sown into the very fabric of creation. The reverberation of Calvary is not a lost recollection, but rather a living wound that throbs with the unwavering passion that I have for you. I say, if Calvary were to unfold anew today, I would gladly offer my Son once more, bearing the agony so that you might know my love. He would do this so that you could experience my love. Let this truth pierce your heart, break your doubts, and drown your anxieties. Let it do all of these things. Neither the universe nor the universe itself could change the path that I am on, nor could it extinguish the blazing love that I have for you within me. The love that we have for one another is not a reward, a prize, or a conquest that must be accomplished. The very core of my being is sewn into the fabric of my life, and it is nothing less than that. You are a reflection of my own heart, a brushstroke in the masterpiece of creation, and to deny you my love is to deny myself. I cannot tell you how much I adore you. Consequently, I urge you to come, my child, not with fear, but with arms that are extended all the way out. Your soul should be allowed to dance in the melody of my devotion, and you should bask in the brightness of my grace. Don't make an effort or earn anything, just take what you get. Permit my love to wash over you, to fill every nook and cranny of your existence, to reach its full potential, and to bless the world that surrounds you. The act of accepting something is not passive, rather, it is an active embrace. Through the love that you have for other people, you become a conduit for my love and a ray of hope in the midst of the darkness. Your forgiveness is a reflection of the limitless grace that I possess. You are able to decorate the world with the brilliant colors of my compassion via the acts of kindness that you perform. In addition to this love, do not look for human purpose or justification by any means. This love is the reason, the methodology, and the all of it. In addition to the sound of children laughing, it is the music of the sun. The solution to the question that was never asked, the salve for the broken spirit, and the fuel for the exhausted spirit are all contained inside it. You find yourself, your authentic, luminous self, a vessel that is filled to the brim with the glorious essence of my being, when you are surrounded by this love. As your kid, I urge you to wear the crown of humanity, knowing, among all that I have made, you are the crown jewel, the apple of my eye. Permit my love to serve as your instrument, your guide, and your anchor. When you walk in its light, the world will become a symphony of grace, a demonstration of the transformative power of a love that is so limitless that it cannot be contained. In the process of loving you, I have not only redeemed you, but I have also redeemed the world itself, in some way that may seem insignificant but is actually endlessly grand. I want you to know that this is a love story that is worth listening to, worth living, and worth telling the rest of the world. Now is the time to go, with my love bursting out of your heart, and to paint the world with the brilliant colors of my grace. Today, the Father extends a warm welcome to your blessed place, which is more commonly referred to as there. It is the site where the ravens fed Elijah, and it is also the place where my angels will nurture and support you as your destiny is fulfilled. I want you to know that this hidden location is not merely a temporary haven that you seek out during times of hardship. In other words, it is not a secret chamber that is only accessible on a sporadic basis, nor is it a place of mental vacation that you go to when the world wears you down. In point of fact, it is your permanent residence, the very ground beneath your feet, the air that you breathe, and the rhythm of your living being. For the purpose of luring you out into the concourse of useless things, the marketplace of transitory pleasures and hollow ideas, the adversary of your soul, that serpent of deceit and distraction, would offer you a tempting opportunity. He would make you compete with phantoms and follow shadows, leaving you parched and exhausted in the dust of your pursuits. He would have you chase shadows. However, I urge you to resist the enemy's attempt to draw upon your heart and provoke wounds that have been present for many years. The moment you turn your attention inward, you will discover my embrace, my love, and my strength that is protecting you and carrying you forward, deeper into the reality of my kingdom. Because the difficulties that were earlier thought to be insurmountable dissolve like mist before the rising sun when they are considered to be in the secret place. As a result of the grandeur of my presence, the difficulties that appeared to be of great magnitude are reduced to their realistic proportions. There is no other lordship than mine in this place, and no authority has the courage to defy my decrees. In the hidden location, I have written my promises onto the very scroll of your existence. I am the author and the finisher, the weaver of destinies, and I am the one who has woven your life together. Indelible, unbreakable, and unshakable are the vows that I have made, which are not written in pen but rather in the flames of my love. My child, move away from me. Get away from the shallows of worldly things, the trinkets and toys that promise brief satisfaction but leave you hungry for the rest of your life. The whispers of your soul will reverberate with the thunder of my love as you descend into the depths, where the deep calleth to the deep. I will refresh your spirit here, in this hidden location, like a fountain of living water that will quench the thirst of your tired soul. I will repair your mind by doing away with the cobwebs of fear and uncertainty, leaving you with a clarity that is comparable to the clarity that I have personally experienced. I will give you the strength you need to get through the day, not the sort of strength that is fragile and breaks under pressure, but the kind of strength that is like a mountain that is anchored in unwavering trust. You will be armed with a shield and sword that are capable of deflecting the fiery darts of the adversary when the conflict arrives, as it will undoubtedly do. I will equip you with sinew that has been forged in the furnace of my love. Distract yourself from the things that would divert your attention and the distortions of vision that would cause you to stray from the path you should be following. Put an end to the din of the outside world, put an end to the chatter of your own worries, and enter the safe haven that is my presence. Finding your anchor in my love and your security in the everlasting arms that will keep you up through every storm can be found here, in the tranquil embrace of the private sanctuary. You are the recipient of this heritage, my child, which is your birthright as a cherished daughter or son. Allow it to serve as the compass that directs you through the path of life by claiming it, accepting it, and embracing it. According to what the Father has communicated to you today, you are currently standing on the brink of the year 2024, in the privileged atmosphere of renewed opportunities and favor that surpasses anything you have encountered in the past. My perception of you is not that of a vapor of smoke, but rather that of a spark that is meant to ignite a fire of discernment. Take note of these words, for they are embers that whisper the truth. You are chosen, not by coincidence, but by design, to know my voice. You will no longer have to struggle with reverberations that are tempting or cries of mourning that are deep within your soul. My hand will be seen at work in your life, bringing on earth that which patterns the heavenly things laid out like blueprints in the boardrooms of heaven, guiding the angelic hosts to create, form, shape, and work in your life on earth according to the pattern in the heavenly realm. You will witness my hand at work. This is the gift that I bestow upon you, a deeper well of insight, a desire that is satiated by the living water of my Rhema. You are not only tasked with the responsibility of studying the Bible, rather, you are tasked with writing the present. I will illuminate your way with my logos, which is the written word. Nevertheless, it is my Rhema, which is the living word, that will direct each and every step that you take. Through you, my voice will be revealed, and you will be a conduit for the revelation of, what is the Lord saying today? What is He doing today? In spite of this, it is important to keep in mind that knowledge without action is a meaningless field. Not only do I long for your comprehension, but I also long for your movement, the alignment of your acts with my intentions as they are being carried out in the symphony of my will. Allow the purpose that I instill in your heart to serve as the driving force behind your activities. Do not be hesitant, youthful one. You should take action in response to the proddings, nudges, and whispers that encourage you to move forward. As a result of your obedience, I will reveal the dance steps to you one by one, bringing you to the very heart of my grace. On top of that, the wonders. A child, they are not merely a collection of spectacles, rather, they are the fundamental commodities that feed off of your faith and bring my power into your existence. You will experience wonders all around you as you move into the rhythm of my will. These wonders will serve as evidence of the unseen hand that is directing your path. Your collaboration with my still, small voice will result in a miracle that will be a brushstroke on the canvas of your story. Each right place, right time will be a stroke added to the canvas. Dear youngster, you should not be terrified of the movement. Your cloud of glory, which will protect you from the searing sun, and your pillar of fire, which will shed light on the way forward, I will be there for you. Child, I have plans for you, blueprints for a future that will be created in the workshops of heaven. I have projects for you. Some strategies were spoken on the wind, and resources were disclosed like riches that had been concealed. In the presence of the Papa God anointing, you will serve as a lighthouse, a safe haven for those who have orphaned souls. A river of provision and ministry will flow through you, attracting souls to the warmth of my embrace. My love will flow through you, that river. In the year 2024, this child will be your fate. Rather than playing the position of a spectator, be an active participant in the unfolding drama of my grace. If you want to hear the whispers, open your heart to them, your eyes to the signs, and your feet to the dance. That I may be that in your life that leads you step by step, miracle by miracle, until the year unfolds like a gorgeous scroll, a testimony to the strength of faith and the love of the Father. Let me be that. Today, the Father says, I want you to know that there is a portal of glory that follows you wherever you go so that you can experience it. Because it is already there within you, you do not need to go to a particular location or place in order to make it available to you. You are the source of salvation, healing, and deliverance because it is the very essence of who I am that is contained inside you. It was for the purpose of providing you with access to all of the advantages and benefits that Calvary has to offer that I gave up my life on the cross. In your life, I bring about hope and expectancy because I am the Christ who resides within you. The only thing I ask of you is that you let go of your doubts and self-doubt and give me permission to be whatever you need. You may recall that I was the rock that accompanied the children of Israel as they traveled through the wilderness. Because of that rock, I was able to supply them with water that helped them feel refreshed in the desert. I am the same resource that you are utilizing in your life right now. At night, I am the fire, and during the day, I am the cloud that follows you regardless of where you go. I am releasing the entirety of my grace, blessing, and substance through the gateway of my glory that is located inside you. And what is the most exciting part? You are able to turn on this magnificence by only bringing it into existence through your words. In order to draw into my splendor and essence, you should use your words and statements. I want you to believe me when I tell that the fulfillment of your ambitions and dreams is tied to my glory. Today, you should draw on it, and you should draw on my material. Whatever your heart yearns for, it will undoubtedly be brought into existence in some form or another. You can put your faith in my love and provision, and then watch as I move in your life in ways that you never imagined were possible. The Father has spoken to you today, saying that you are entering the divine orchestration of the symphony of my favor that will be performed over your life. No longer will you be aimlessly wandering around without any sense of direction. Your path will be guided by the Spirit in accordance with my plan. Whether you are aware of where you are currently located, where you have been, or where you intend to travel, it is not a problem since I am in command. Oh, my child! The music is magnificent, with each note being detailed, interlaced, and resonating with a specific reason. Your heart longs to get a hold of the orchestration, to be able to hold the tune in your hand, but you need not be concerned because comprehension is not the conductor in this situation. It is trust. There have been glimpses of this purpose that you have pursued, and your heart is the compass that is pulling you towards what is to come. On the basis of your intuitions on my intentions, you have constructed models in your head and drawn up potential futures. My advice, however, is to let go of those designs. Your mortal mind is not sufficient to describe my design. I use powerful brushstrokes that are splattered with hues that have never been seen on any earthly canvas. In light of this, your obedience is not the result of comprehension but rather of surrender. It is not the rigid obedience of a servant who is restricted by duty, but rather the willing surrender of a child who is ensconced in trust. In order to enter the limitless expanse of my ideas, you must let go of your preconceived conceptions and the maps that you have created for yourself. Within you, I am bringing into existence a purpose, a masterpiece that is being sculpted in your own being. You are being infused with the fire of transformation as my thoughts flow like molten gold, changing and reshaping you in that process. The force that is racing through your veins is not merely a theory, child, rather, it is a tremendous power that is poised to burst forth in the form of breakthroughs, realignments, and wonderful promotions. Ascend, my child, and rise above the din of troubles that are rooted in the soil. You should strive to reach the heights where my voice can be heard uncovered and uncensored. I am the most experienced audiophile, therefore you do not need to worry about your inner ear being tuned. I am enhancing my signal, which is a frequency that is tuned to the depths of your spirit and comes from the heavens. My downloads will come to you when you are still, when you are in one of the peaceful regions of your existence. Hints of understanding, hints of wisdom, and nudges in the correct way are all parts of the process. First, I will listen, then I will receive, and finally, I will move into the action of my revealed will with unwavering faith. When I am held by hands and guided by my voice, my purpose will not falter, child. Therefore, do not embark on your journey with the dull candlelight of your own comprehension, rather, bask in the bright sun of my plan. To dance to the symphony that I have designed, my darling, you must have faith in the maestro. This year, 2024, is not a particular year on the calendar, rather, it is a climax in the blossoming artwork that is your life. Today, the Father declares, my banner over you is love, and love succeeds in every endeavor. In addition to that, everything that falls under the heading is in a zone where there is no fail. Rather than looking forward to the days that lie ahead with fear, you should look forward to them with eager anticipation because I, the Lord your God, have marked them with purpose and grace. In the same way that my banner proudly flies above the ancient forces of Israel, it also looms over your life. Its artwork, which depicted a powerful eagle gracefully soaring on the wind, conveyed a sense of triumph and everlasting protection. For the year 2024, I have raised that banner above you and I will continue to do so. In the same way that the shadow of that eagle will always be upon you, my presence will always be there to protect you and watch over your movements. My name is Jehovah Nissi, and I am your banner of victory and your shield that does not waver. It is also important to keep in mind the stories of angels, who are the unseen fighters of the sky who fight on behalf of people who put their faith in me. As a child, I have made your very existence a focal point for others to unite behind. In times of comfort, their wings will brush against your face, and their hands will be ready to intervene when shadows threaten to swallow you. Their words will guide your choices, and their wings will brush against your face. Therefore, you should not be startled when you observe their covert actions woven into the fabric of your experiences throughout the day. And know this, my child, when the world fails you, when those who promised you comfort walk away, when even the earth beneath your feet feels wobbly, you should not be afraid. Because I am your steadfast rock and anchor, I am your anchor. My hand will remain firm, holding you fast throughout the storm, even though your friends may let you down and your family may drift apart. On the other hand, you should not wallow in resentment over people who have disregarded you or disregarded their responsibility. Please forgive them, for they are but travelers on their own pathways, led by the lights that they have brought with them. Allow yourself to let go of your expectations, let go of the wounds that they have caused, and entrust them to my guidance. All of the hurts will be healed, the broken trust will be repaired, and I will carry you till the storm passes.